Yes, this is Igor. Welcome to this special training session. I have something incredibly unique and exciting for you. A lot of people talk about making passive income online, but they rarely get specific about exactly how to do it without spending a fortune on ads or dealing with complicated funnels and marketing. I, for one, have spent years mastering funnels and dumped a fortune into paid ads. Fortunately, I've been very successful at it, but this strategy can sometimes overwhelm people. If you can relate to what I'm saying, you're going to absolutely love what we've got in store for you today because it doesn't involve buying ads or building funnels. My guests today are going to change all that by pulling back the curtain on their proven system for creating simple little websites that generate $3,000 to $10,000 per month in passive income from free traffic. Let me repeat that. Passive income, free traffic, super simple websites. My guests, Jason Calouri and Donothan Gamble, actively profit from multiple passive income websites as we speak. Their portfolio is producing tens of thousands of dollars a day, every single day. In fact, just one of their websites in the auto parts niche generates over $600,000 per month. That's nuts. Today, they'll be sharing their complete 5 step method that they and their students use to launch these passive income generating websites for less than $300. And the amazing thing is, these websites practically run themselves once they're set up. Now, please remember, results vary. The incredible income statements you're going to witness today are not a guarantee. Some people might quit early and make nothing, others make enough to replace their full time income, and others scale up to 6 figures and beyond. I'm not promising you'll make anything, but what I am saying is that Jason and Donothan will be showing you the exact method that they and their students use to generate consistent passive income month after month. They're going to show you their system. What makes this opportunity so special is that it doesn't require any technical skills, marketing experience, or constant work like other online business models. There's no need to create products, run ads, or deal with customer service. Outside of their private circle, nobody else is teaching this specific approach to passive income websites. What you're about to learn is something truly unique and powerful. So I urge you to close your social media, silence your phone, and give Jason and Donothan your complete attention because I promise, if you do, this training session has the potential to completely transform your financial future and give you the kind of lifestyle freedom most people only dream about. So, Jason and Donathan, thank you both for coming on and sharing this innovative and impressively profitable new system with my people today. Welcome to the call. I'm going to sit back and take notes myself now, and I'll let you take it from here.
Hey, thank you so much for that kind intro. It is an honor and a privilege to have this opportunity to share this business model with you and your people today. So let's begin. My name is Donothan.
And I'm Jason.
And we'd like to welcome you to this special training on what we believe to be the most exciting way in the world today to generate passive income online.
The reason is because of all the other stuff out there, right? Right, Donathan? Like there's Amazon, drop shipping. We can go on and on. E-commerce, coaching, social media, using paid ads on YouTube and Facebook to make affiliate sales. And we think all that stuff stinks. Like, what do you think, Donathan? Like, I think that we're going to kind of show people why those things don't really matter anymore today.
Yeah, Jason, I think the biggest thing is we didn't want to give ourselves jobs. We really wanted to own our time, have our freedom, be able to spend time with our families. And that's really what led us down this path. And what we're going to show you today is what's allowed us to live that lifestyle.
Yep. And I personally don't like the risk of those things and buying paid ads. I'll tell you why later, but what we'll show you is super low risk in comparison. It's going to beat out all those other models combined. You won't be able to look at them the same way. Not only has it made Donathan and I millionaires, we've shown this to our wives and our kids. They're doing it. We've shown it to our friends and family. They're doing it. We really like to show other people what we do for a living. This is something we pop open. We just show people. We don't have to make crazy claims. We don't have to promote like junk that we don't like. We don't have to violate policies. We just do clean, good business, and it helps everybody involved. So I know what you're probably thinking when you hear about websites, right? Probably thinking these things are going to be super complicated, right? They're technical. They're a lot of hard work. Maybe you have to be like a friend I have that does programming, right? And you got to be like some coding whiz or a web designer, like down the street, or even have to create content, right? The list goes on and on. Maybe you think you've got to be on the other side of something that's really a big lift, like answering people's emails or comments or promoting products, sales funnels, or a big thing we hear people think is that it's going to take a lot of time and money, and or it's going to take just a ridiculous amount of time. You'll never be able to break through the time-money barrier. So, Donothan, I think we should start off by asking people and looking in the chat and seeing, do you have some of these beliefs we just said about websites? Do you think any of these things? Can you let us know in the chat? We're going to pop it open and just hit the brakes real quick and see what you guys are thinking. Put something in the chat. We'll just wait a second. Okay, I see.
Oh, go ahead, Jason. No, I was going to say, I see Archer says it's not beginner friendly.
Yep, we've heard that. Chris says he needs a ridiculous amount of support along the way. Super technical, gives him a headache. So, yep.
Daryl said time because he currently has a full-time job. So making enough time for something like this.
Brenda hates technology. Rob says it's going to be expensive. Cool. I mean, I see a lot of chat come in. We can keep reading through this stuff, but I'm kind of getting the sense that you guys share some of those beliefs. And I get it, right? We've heard these things before. But we're going to prove to you today why none of this stuff is true. They're actually myths. You're going to see that all these things by the end of today, they're all myths that were preventing you from coming to the other side where we're at and having this lifestyle business. It's awesome. So, Donothan, why don't we get into things and we'll just start showing them what we have today.
Yeah, so if you're here today, we really have some big news for you, especially if you are tired of having to build sales funnels, if you're sick of losing money with paid ads, which I think all of us who have gotten started do, if you're frustrated with your lack of success on Amazon, plus Amazon pays really low commission. So we're going to show you a way to take advantage of some higher paying commissions. Or if you're just disappointed with your lack of success. This is probably one of the biggest challenges that we see for people online is they are just super disappointed that they've been trying to make something work and they haven't had the success that they were hoping for in the beginning. And honestly, like, I think after talking to so many people, Jason, it really disturbs us to hear how many programs people have bought, how many things they've been sold. And when we talk to people, the lack of results that they have, the amount of money they've invested into things, and really, kind of seeing them feel defeated. We get messages all the time of people who just feel completely defeated, like they feel like they're failures. And that's not the case at all. It's really plugging yourself into the right system. And I truly believe the system that we're going to show you guys today is that right system. Now, we're definitely not here to point fingers or play the blame game. But we certainly know from experience that making money online does not have to be that difficult. And it definitely doesn't have to involve taking huge amounts of risk or taking on large amounts of debt or expense in order to accomplish it. And for some of you, this is going to be super hard to believe because you've done it, right? You've gotten into debt. Maybe you've done things that seem like really risky. They're kind of edgy. You don't really believe in them. Maybe you're promoting products that you don't believe in. And we want to show you a different way. We want to show you a different method that we've been using for over a decade now. And we're going to prove everything we're telling you here today in just a moment.
Yeah, Donothan, I think there might be some people that are like, my head's hung low. I felt like that at times too. I'd try things, they'd fail. And it's like you just lose your momentum and your enthusiasm. You came online to make money and then it sucks the wind out of your sails. So hopefully you get that win back today. We're going to, like Donothan said, prove everything to you first today. What kinds of results are possible, right? Because that's what you want to see when you first learn about something. Like, what can I actually achieve with this? And the cool thing is that we've got these websites. They make money, but we cash them out too for massive paydays. These are real businesses. They're not like some churn and burn thing. They're real businesses. We show these again to our friends and family. And so we want to show them to you today. So this is happybodyformula.com. It's a health website, right, Donothan? Earns us $10,000 a month on average, which is probably crazy. I mean, that's the goal for like when we talk to people in person. If they come to an event, they'll be like, I want to make $10,000 a month. It's always that number, right?
Yep. This next website that Jason's going to pull up, this is personalincome.org. This was one of the first sites that we actually sold for multiple six figures, and it was doing $20,000 a month, and we were able to sell it for $446,000. So the cool thing about these things is not only can you produce consistent income on a monthly basis, but these are treated as assets and you can sell them at the end.
And Donothan, that's like a house nowadays, right? Like that's a
Yep.
pretty good house for someone. You're like, how am I going to buy a house? Well, why don't you build one of these websites? Because if you build one of these websites, you could pay for the mortgage with the cash flow, or if you hold on to it for a while, you could just drop a lump sum, and that's a house right there. So this is life changing stuff. This is madewithoils.com. This is an essential oil niche website. Makes $7,500 a month.
This next website here is momprepares.com. And for anybody out there that's moms, this site is literally just talking about your mom journey. And it was able to get up to $10,000 a month. So even just something as simple as just communicating your mom journey, communicating about the different things that you use and what you learned along your mom journey could be earning you money. And you probably didn't even realize this till today, but we're going to show you exactly how you can do this same thing.
And Donothan, what people also see is that the things that you already have and do can be applied to this. Like it looks like half of the people on here look like you're based on your names are women. Some of you might be moms. You probably already have the experience. You're probably seeing this and saying, "Well, I know some things about being a mom." Well, you could have built a site like this, and you can. By the end of this call, we want you to. We're dads too. You learn a lot of things about being a dad. So it's really cool. People from all walks of life, all around the world, see that. There's so much they can do once they see how this thing works. When we lift up the hood and kind of show you things later today, you'll start seeing that. So, Donothan, speaking of that, why don't we tell them about Vernon?
Yeah, definitely, Jason. So I want you to meet Vernon. He is what we call now the Coffee King, but it wasn't like that when I first met Vernon. Vernon had been doing live speaking gigs. He would travel around the country and speak to audiences, and he got to a point in his career where he no longer was able to do speaking gigs live just because of the nature of what was going on in the world. And so he really had to figure out an alternative way to produce a living for his family. And he tried so many different things online. And when I met Vernon, he was just frustrated. He was burnt out. He was tired. He also felt defeated. He wanted to provide a living for his family, and he felt at that point in time that he didn't know how to do that anymore. And so Vernon was able to use our method. He got into the coffee niche, and you know how much people love their coffee, but there's way more ways to like approach coffee than just saying, "Hey, what's the best coffee in the world?" Right? Vernon went in and discovered, hey, there's actually people who are looking for coffee that can help them sleep, right? Alternatives to coffee to help them sleep. And so Vernon started getting into the coffee niche, specifically with how to, allow something like coffee to help you sleep. And he got his site up within the first 30 days. So it took Vernon about 30 days to get his site up and running. And I want you guys to understand that this is somebody who was not familiar with online at all. So not only did he get his site up, but he started getting traffic in the first 30 days of him getting his site up. And then Vernon started generating consistent sales, because one thing that we're going to teach you is we focus buyer traffic, right? Buyer traffic, meaning people who are actually looking to make a purchase decision, which is why Vernon was able to get his site up so fast and also start to get this very valuable traffic. And then Vernon started averaging about 10 sales a day. And then on average, he's making about $75 of commission per sale. So per sale that Vernon is getting on his site, he's making about $75 in affiliate commissions. And if you, do 10 times 75, you get $750 a day that Vernon is taking home, putting in his pocket. And that is over $22,000 a month. So Vernon went from not understanding how to do anything online, how is he going to provide for his family, to creating this passive income stream using this strategy to over $22,000 a month with one site. And that is crazy, Jason. We have tons of stories like that.
Donothan, I think by the time we're done here today, people will be saying $10,000 a month was too low, because we'll have people come up to us at our next live event. They'll be saying, "Hey, man, what's the $20,000 method a month?" Because I think if you are thinking $10,000 a month is your overall business goal, you're probably shooting too low. When you start seeing what our members are doing, you're going to say, "Hey, wait, that's possible." And that's just one of their websites. Like, that's ridiculous. I want to know how to do it. That brings me to Ashley. Ashley's parents were skeptical until she bought her own apartment. My dad believed in me, I'd say 90% of the time. But there was always that 10% when I was growing up when he'd see things I do and he'd say, I don't know, Jason, I don't know if this is going to work. Are you sure? And so I understand when we have members that have their family question what they're doing. But it's because Ashley had tried other things. She tried Amazon FBA, didn't work out. She ended up getting really frustrated with how difficult it was to manage that. She tried doing SEO client work, where you do search engine optimization for other businesses, local businesses, online businesses, and you end up finding yourself trapped, just like a 9-to-5 job. We see people that go into the agency space and then they end up feeling like an employee, where at 10 p.m. at night, they're getting texts from their client asking them for things, demanding results. And right at that point, Ashley found Donothan and I, and we showed her the same path we'll show you today to do affiliate marketing with these little websites. Within 4 months, she hit $10,000 a month. And now, on average, she's doing $30,000 a month in 2 different niches, fitness and finance. And it's because she likes fitness, and then she also likes the money she can make in finance. So one of the niches is something she naturally likes. The other is finance, which she likes the paydays, right? High ticket stuff we'll talk about today, high ticket affiliate marketing. And Ashley finds herself going to Europe now. She travels around. And like I said, she owns her own apartment. So it's great. Why don't we get into 10 reasons why this business is so exciting? We have a 5-step strategy we want to show you on how we launch these little passive income websites. So let's get into it. So number 10 is their fastest start, right? You can go live in 24 hours. You can see the progress and growth. This isn't like you're guessing and doing things. It wasn't like Vernon was just guessing, poking around. This is very strategic, and we have a plan that we follow. It's a daily plan. You're not waiting around to launch. There's no barriers to entry. We have people like Donothan said, Vernon is not technical. He have never even done an online business, and he was able to do this. It's fast to launch too. Isn't that really important? Because Donothan, so many things take forever to launch, right? Like you could be months in development before you even see something. Number 9, they're cheap to grow. All the tools, all the services and costs need to grow this business, less than $2,000, way less than that. No advertising. We don't have ongoing advertising. We're going to show you this is free traffic. No ads, right? Again, free traffic. And no sinking in huge amounts of money. Man, we've seen people, Donothan, what's probably the biggest amount of money we've seen somebody sink into something that someone else was doing?
We saw somebody sink in $100,000 just to have a site built that wasn't getting any traffic and making no money.
Yep, they had some weird scheme that they had, and they came to us and were like, man, you didn't follow the system we're doing. Like, why'd you do that? But so hopefully you guys don't make that mistake. Do what we're showing you today. Number 8, easy to manage. There's nothing that's 100% passive, right? That'd be ridiculous if we said there's 100% passive, do nothing method. That's not what this is. But these tasks are super simple, right? We've broken them down. We've been doing this for over a decade. We know exactly what system works. That's what we teach to our members. And it's as close as you get to 100% passive, though. We're going to prove it to you, and we'll show you. Number 7, 100% virtual, right? You don't need an office. This is not like where you're going to have to buy office space and sit there and people will come in or some kind of thing like that. This is from your laptop. You don't have to make products. You don't have to order manufactured products or store inventory, anything like that. We've done that. This is not that. You don't need a computer for this stuff. You don't necessarily even need a computer or staff. You don't have to hire people. And you could actually do everything from your smartphone. We actually recommend a laptop, but you could pull it off from your smartphone. And you can do it anywhere in the world. We have people in Canada, Africa, Australia, all over the United States, in Europe, in the UK. Donothan, did I leave any countries out?
No, I mean, pretty much anywhere you can think of, there's people that are there. And not only that, Jason, it's like people are traveling too. So even if they don't live necessarily in the country, it's like they're able to continue running this business in every place that they travel. There's people that are in our community that just like to travel, and this has become a lifestyle business for them.
Yep, we have people that speak English natively, people that don't. It's a second or third language. People in Mexico, people from first-tier English-speaking countries, people from everywhere. Like I said, Africa too, right? People live on $1 a day around our members. Our members are some of the wealthiest people in their community. It's insane, but it's true. And we'll talk about those people too. Number 6, no marketing and advertising, like we said. It's nothing to do with traditional internet marketing. There's no creating ads, no paying for traffic. You don't have to worry about any of that with this. It's simple, easy, and Vernon actually finds that it's fun. And our members actually, he's emphasized that. He's like, I actually have fun doing this because it's fun to open up my website and work on it. And it's the best part of his morning, right? So if you've had business methods where you're like, oh man, I don't want to open this thing up, it's such a headache to deal with, you'll think this is a breath of fresh air. Number 5, no products needed. You're not going to have to create your own products, right? I've done that. It takes, again, a long time to drop ship something, to make your own product and ship it. That's not what this is. You'll make passive income in a variety of ways. One of those is going to be affiliate marketing, but it won't be like any other affiliate marketing. If you've heard affiliate marketing before, this is not like probably what you've heard. And it's going to blow your mind with how easy it is. Number 4, passive income. No other business model generates income like this that could be considered passive anywhere close to this. Because with those, you're having to create ads, test, optimize, working around the clock, right? We've seen people do that. Same goes with Amazon. People drop ship or they coach, and they're having to plug into the business like all the time. Social media, you have to just keep working at it. You can never let it down. You can't take time off with those, but with this, we see people take a week off, a month off. They go on vacation. Some people even build their sites, put things in place, and they just take a whole freaking year off, and still get paid daily, weekly, and monthly, depending on what kind of take you want to spin you want to have on this. Number 3, multiple streams of income. These websites are super low touch. You don't need to do a lot of work to profit from them. And the coolest thing is you can have multiple sites. Like our members will build one site, then build another. You can have 2, 5, even over 10 sites. And you can finally get that peace of mind and go to bed with that financial security that Donothan and I have. Right, Donothan? Like, we sleep like babies compared to how we did before we found this.
Yeah, especially when you have it set up the way that we're going to show you.
Mm-hmm. So that means multiple streams of passive income, right? And to get that financial freedom and security. Number 2, amazing lifestyle. Owning passive income generating websites just takes a couple hours a week. Practically runs itself after it's set up, like Donothan said, the way that we show. But there's no complicated chores, no tasks, and it's almost fully automated. Not fully automated, but almost. But it really puts you in charge of your time and income in life. That's what we see people say they really, really want, is not just the money, but what the money gives you. It's really the perfect lifestyle business. And number 1, what we care about most of all is you can make a lot of money. These are real assets, just like real estate, but without the disadvantages of real estate. They're digital, right? You see that we build up income with these sites, and then we can sell them. There's a market of people. Lots of people want to buy these sites because of all the benefits we're telling you too. You can make 3 to 5 times its yearly income. So $5,000 a month is $60,000 a year. You could sell that for $180,000 to $300,000 is what the site would sell for. $10,000 a month is $120,000 a year. You could cash that out for $360,000 to $600,000. So this is pretty awesome, guys. I want to go to the chat again, Donothan, and ask if people would like to see the 5-step strategy we actually launched these tiny little websites with. It costs a lot less than $2,000, and makes us on average $3,000 to $10,000 per month in passive income per site. So let's pop open the chat. BJ says yes. Daryl says yes. Mark says yes. Eric says yes. Trudy says let's go. Anthony says oh yes. Craig says go go go. Sheldon's very excited.
Fast, there's a bunch of yeses coming in.
Yeah, we got a lively crowd here today. Cool. So let's get started. So how did we discover this business, right? Like, we didn't just land in it. We didn't just like plop into this business. We discovered it. My name's Jason Calouri. This is my business partner, Donothan Gamble. And I actually started out in a group home, right? I got hurt at work, and I was forced to stay home while my wife was at work, holding down that house, right? Keeping a roof over our heads. Donothan came from a family that had to go through bankruptcy. And we both found ourselves at one point or another going into google.com, typing in, how do I make money online? And we decided affiliate marketing was kind of right up our alley, right? Don't need product, but we found a specific type of affiliate marketing with this. We bought a bunch of different programs before we came here to what we will show you today, this method on how to use paid ads to get rich, right? And different tools and things. I personally ended up with an enormous amount of debt from credit cards, because I put credit cards on these paid ads, and then they'll take your money, like Donothan's told me after the fact. I didn't realize how much money the paid ads, like YouTube and Google and stuff, will actually take. They'll just keep taking money all day long, right? I put myself in a really difficult situation, and it really stressed my marriage. Turns out I can laugh about it now, but at the time, my wife hated the fact that her injured husband had put the family into income, or had no income and was racking up debt. It really taught me about the dangers of using paid ads to make money. You need a ton of skill, and you also need a lot of disposable income, and that's a really tight spot to be in. Donothan and my story were really similar, right? Repeated failures ultimately led us here. That's why we value it so much. But my first few years, I didn't really make a whole lot of income. Luckily, though, Donothan, it was like the stars had aligned, because we both found ourselves at the same marketing agency, an SEO agency, a free traffic agency, and really got our hands dirty with learning how do you actually generate free traffic and profit from websites, right? So we both quickly realized we had the same values too. We really meshed in terms of what we like to do. And we said, hey, let's team up together and let's build a portfolio of 7-figure websites, these passive income websites. We've sold a ton of websites, made millions, and we like to reinvest back in the method because we like doing it so much. It's not like a one-off thing. It's like something we really, really like doing and teaching. Today, just one of our websites in the auto parts niche generates over $600,000 a month. But the funny thing about Donothan and I is you won't find us in Gucci suits or Lamborghinis or like sports cars, anything like that. That's just not who we are. We are family guys. We're both dads. We like our communities. So you won't see like a Rolex on our wrist or anything like that. This is Donothan, just so you can get to know Donothan. He spends a lot of time helping other people. He's helped single moms, underprivileged kids in his community. He's even paid off his parents' mortgage. And he likes to take people close to him to places and things they can't do on their own, like things that they would have never seen, like Disney World. He takes them there so he can give them an experience that they wouldn't have otherwise had. And it's really special because he also likes to spend a lot of time with his wife and son too while he's doing these things, and travel around and just have once in a lifetime experiences. Donothan, you actually, if people know about Blippi, because my kids are a little older than Blippi, but your kid is right in the Blippi age. You actually found all the places that Blippi went to, right? That he shows on it, that he's on his show that he's showing, and you took your wife and son there, right?
Yeah, so all the places that we would see Blippi go, because my son would love it. And a lot of them are like science museums and things like that. So it's actually educational, and so that was actually pretty fun, going and being able to allow my son to see kind of like this person that he followed as a kid, and letting him go to these places and experience the same thing that Blippi had experienced. So it was a very cool experience. I mean, for all of us. So
yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's like you're giving your kid ability to live a dream. Like you get to see that on, hey, there's a show, but you actually get to go walk around there. It's really awesome what you've done. I'm a dad too. I have 5 kids now. You won't see me in a Lamborghini though. We have a Ford Expedition. It's kind of the best vehicle we found that fits everybody. It's hard to find a vehicle that's big enough for our family, but we found one. And you'd see me going to cheerleading events, baseball games, attending plays. But nowadays also you'll see me burping, feeding, changing diapers for the new baby. Because what I did is I actually really, really value time with my family. I had a single dad who worked all the time, put food on the table, and I didn't see him, right? So I wanted to design a lifestyle where I could just work a couple hours a day and whenever I want, and really organize around my family and my wife. Seeing so many people struggle online with these business models is really frustrating because Donothan and I know firsthand how difficult it is. It's super financially risky. I mean, we've been there, we've done that. Like I just told you what I did with my mistakes with credit cards and paid ads, right? So we know there's this much easier method. I mean, that's what we're here to show you today is it's about passive income and free time. That's what it's all about. So Donothan and I got together and we said, hey, why don't we help some other people? Why don't we show them how to earn what we earn? Why don't we bring them up to the level we're at and get them into this lifestyle because it's been so special. Why don't we get people into this, what I consider the only truly achievable path to financial freedom online? And that's what we're here today to do. So let's jump into the 5-step strategy we use to build these little websites. And again, for a lot less than $2,000 to make it all happen and get up to that $3,000 to $10,000 or more per month in passive income level. So Donothan, why don't you take it over and you can tell them about, you're really the master of this on where we begin, like the first step that we start with.
Sure, Jason. So the first thing that someone needs to do is they need to create a passive income generating website. Is they need to pick a niche. And I'm just going to give you guys a little background on this because I didn't understand when I first was getting started the importance of picking the right niche. And what has happened over the years is I've found that one niche can catapult you, right? One niche can catapult you to the stars. And so that's why we really put a lot of emphasis on making sure that you're picking the right niche and not just picking anything, because we see a lot of people just go in, they just pick random things, or they don't know how to pick the right niche. And this has really become an art form for Jason and I to really pick niches that we see are going to be profitable and actually work for people. But
sorry to interrupt. I thought it'd be cool if we just kind of give people like this top 10 list, right? Because it's like, we call it the big blue ocean because we're talking about like everything. Like, look around you right now. There's niches, like probably a dozen right around where people are sitting.
Yeah, definitely. So we can get started. Niche number 1 is parenting. So this is a very hot niche. It's primarily going to be focused on moms. And if you are like my wife, she's the one that makes a lot of the purchase decisions in the household on a regular basis. So moms love to spend. They love to spend on their families. They love to spend on their kids. They love to spend on fashion. And the cool thing about this niche is it's working 365 days a year. Moms always are spending money. And regardless of recessions, depressions, pandemics, or global shutdowns, they're still going to be spending. Plus, passive income generating websites in this niche sell for a pretty penny. We're in this niche, and we know that from experience and just being married. I think we know that too, Jason.
Yeah, well, I mean, we spend a lot of money on diapers and kids. It's ridiculous. But why not make money from that, right? With all that experience.
Right. Okay, so niche number 2 is going to be investing. This is one of my favorite niches. It's a niche that is one of the niches that I was telling you guys actually took off for me, and is one of the first niches where I made my first 6-figure month. But this one is, this niche is people who are already interested in spending money, right? So they want to spend money, they want to invest their money, and usually they're bringing to the table like a load of money. They're not just bringing a couple dollars to the table. Usually they're bringing in quite a significant amount of money. So this traffic is worth a lot of money. And this can include things like stock options, gold, real estate, crypto, or investing for retirement. Plus websites in this niche, they sell for king's ransom. So what we're talking about is like, if you have a site in this niche, it is going to be sought after if you're able to use our method and get it to make money. We've sold quite a few sites in this niche as well, and they get bought up really fast and for a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like they're worth more than gold, right? You see the price of gold. These websites are worth more than gold when you see what they sell for.
Niche number 3, pets. This niche is obviously huge. People in this niche are super passionate about taking care of their pets. They almost it's almost like people treat their pets like their kids.
Yep.
I've seen it sometimes the pets are treated better than kids, to be honest with you. And this is a big money niche, but rarely we're in the pet niche where the focus is going to be is probably on dog owners. They seem to spend the most on either training their dogs, feeding their dogs, keeping their dogs healthy. Also, there's a lot of money in, helping their dogs heal if something were to happen with their dog where they get sick or something like that. Again, this is another huge opportunity for passive income, but high profit generating dog websites sell for big. It's a big niche, Jason.
Yep.
Niche number 4 is sports. Obviously, everybody knows sports are huge, and regardless of where you're at in the world, I think we recognize that, sports is just something that's not going away. And this is a huge evergreen niche that you can make a lot of money on. And people spend a lot of time watching sports, playing sports, spending money on their favorite sports team. There is tons of passive income to be made in the sports niche. But one that specifically stands out in this niche specifically, and one of our students actually landed on this gold mine, if you want to say, is the golf niche. Golfers are crazy about golf. They spend tens of thousands of dollars a year golfing on golf equipment, traveling to golf. This is an excellent niche. The traffic is worth a lot of money, and you will not go wrong in this niche. And when you decide if you want to sell a golf website, it sells for big money as well.
Yeah, Donothan, like we know some golfers. I don't golf, but when they're not golfing, they're talking about golfing, right? And that's a sign of a good niche is when someone's thinking about it when they're not doing it.
The next niche number 5, is make money. This is another huge niche. This is different than the investing niche, right? The prospects in this one, they want to start home businesses, they want to start side hustles, and really they just want to increase their income. And we're all prospects in this niche, right? So this is a very profitable niche as well, and it's even better than evergreen. That's because when things are going great in the economy, people are buying solutions in this space like crazy. But when things turn bad in the economy, people tend to panic and they buy solutions in this niche with reckless abandon. Making websites in this niche give you an opportunity to generate massive income. And of course, websites in this niche often get the highest valuations when being sold. Niche number 6, fitness. Fitness is a big winner for this business model. This is probably one of the most popular niches that people choose to start because there's just so many affiliate programs in this niche. But people in this niche are looking to get slim, trim, muscular. They're always trying to look better than maybe they did before. They're trying to return to their high school years. And people desire training, coaching, diets, supplements, gym equipment. It's just a really great niche, and there's so much opportunity in this niche, and it's extremely profitable. And people who use this method for creating websites in this niche can really make a lot of passive income, and it's huge. And the cool thing is there's just an abundance of opportunities in this niche and so many different angles to hit it from. The next niche, number 7, is health. Again, this is another big niche. And this one is people are going to focus on weight loss, diabetes, pain, memory, anti-aging, heart health, and pretty much every other major health problem that interests, and it makes a lot of money. I'm sure a lot of you have looked at different things online for health. Maybe it's just maintaining your health. Maybe it's weight loss. Maybe it's for pain management. But this is a very, very lucrative niche as well. And passive income generating websites in this niche get bought up faster than pretty much every other niche because it's just very valuable, the health niche. Niche number 8, this is a niche that most people probably aren't paying attention to. I think it's one of the most undervalued niches online is the auto parts niche. In fact, the auto parts industry is expected to be a $1.1 trillion industry by 2030. So that's trillion with a T. Jason and I are both truck owners. And so we both know like how valuable this niche is. People will spend tons and tons of money to make their truck, their car look the way they want it to look. And it is just a growing industry. And one of the sites that we actually have in this niche does over $600,000 a month for us. So this niche for us is a big deal. Now we don't plan to sell this site right now. I mean, because it's just been so lucrative, but you can just imagine based on what we've already shown you in terms of how these sites are evaluated, how much this site would be worth if we tried to sell it.
You know, Donothan, it's like you're driving down the road after you watch this and with this session with us today, and you'll be like, there's a niche. You see niches as you see vehicles. So it's awesome.
Niche number 5, the food niche. This niche is so big, it will boggle your mind. And there's so much money to be earned in this niche. It's just staggering, Jason. Whether it's recipes for specific diets, recipes for cuisines, or just delicious recipes in general, it's hard to fail in the food niche. We know one website generating $90,000 a month in passive income in the food niche. And it's so simple to start a website in this niche, especially using the system that we're teaching you right now. And just food is massive. It's something that we all need to consume on a daily basis. So you can imagine the opportunities that exist in that niche. And finally, this is a niche that it's a really cool niche. And the cool thing about this niche, Jason, is that there's always new trends in this niche. And so it always keeps people coming online, searching, looking. and what we like to call buyer intent traffic. There's always people looking to buy in the fashion niche. And the amount of money to be made from clothing brands who want to advertise on your website, it just is crazy. It'll make your knees wobble and your toes curl. And the best thing is those advertisers usually pay day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And for that reason and more, passive income generating websites in the fashion niche are worth a small fortune. And like it said, like there's so many different ways. We've shown you, we're going to tell you a couple of the ways that we monetize our sites, but this one is really cool, especially in the fashion space. So quick question. I have a quick question now that we've gone over the 10 niches. Is there any topic on this list that you are personally interested in? If yes, write your topic in the chat box. And
let's pop it open. Cool. Open up the chat, guys. Let us know what niche you're interested in.
Blaine wants to be in the financial niche. Yeah, that's. I'm sure we'll get a couple of people that want to be in the financial niche. That's a very popular niche. I see.
Leo says he has 5 dogs and he could be in the pet niche. You could see that.
Michael said the health niche.
Greg likes sports, football.
Pat says the fashion niche. Wow, that's cool. That's different.
Philip has a Jeep. He likes Jeeps. He wants to be in the Jeep niche. That's cool. People really deck those out.
Cool. The cool thing is nobody's choice is wrong, right? All of these are high profit niches that you can make a lot of passive income in. And using the strategy we are teaching you, you're going to learn a lot of how we use these niches, how we find this buyer intent traffic, and how we monetize our sites, how we make money from our sites by leveraging things that you probably already have in your home or things that you already are doing. And these are just the major categories that we've shown you here. But there's more. And there's also a bunch of subcategories. So don't feel like if you're like, I don't know which one I would choose, there's a bunch of subcategories as well in all of these niches that may fit you a little bit better. But Jason, you can take it over again.
So, hey guys, I want to give you a big high five and congratulations, because guess what? By picking this niche, you've just completed step number 1 towards owning your passive income generating website and putting that on autopilot. Did that kind of feel easy? Because it should have, right? You're just picking a niche so far. But let's move on, because we're going to talk about step number 2, targeted buyer traffic. So this is not, again, about paid traffic. We talked about that a lot. This is about free traffic in a specific type we call free buyer traffic, getting lots of it. There's a report by SimilarWeb that 3.2 billion people search in Google, right? You probably realize everybody uses Google, but maybe didn't realize how many people were actually going to Google and searching for things. That's almost half the population of the planet. It's massive. And there's a lot of traffic when your website shows up on the first pages of Google, right? Like that number 1 page of Google is coveted, right? There's so much traffic right there. So there's a couple types of buyer traffic that we want. We want to avoid a couple things too. So let's talk about number 1, type 1, which is passive interest traffic. There's a lot of people that go to Google and they look for news. As you can imagine, you probably do this: weather, jokes, the war in Ukraine, just general stuff like that. But that traffic, you can just throw it out because it's pretty much worthless to us because people are not in a mode to buy something. They're not in buy mode. And we do not want this traffic. Type 2 is what we call active interest traffic. It's getting closer. People type in how to sell a house, stop dog barking, save for retirement. It's more valuable because people are getting closer to, hey, I have a problem, I want a solution. But they're not very likely to spend money, right? If we were to, look at these words they're typing in, it's not really certain if they're going to spend money. So this is not the type of traffic we want. We want type number 3. This is buyer intent traffic. It's a very specific type of free traffic. These people want to buy something. They want to make a purchase of a solution today. They type in things like buy gold coins, best weight loss supplement, most popular Italian cookbook. And the conversions, the amount of people that take action after they type those words in, is huge. So what we want to do is we want to go find every single buyer keyword in our market, right? We want to find every single buyer phrase that people type in our chosen niche, okay? But how do we find these buyer search terms? Well, I have a question for you. Do you think you could set aside 10 minutes, just 10 minutes a week, to find all the buyer traffic search terms people are using in your niche, the niche you just chose? so your website can start generating passive income. Let me back up. Let me go to the chat because I want to know, like, what would you guys do that? Would you be able to set aside just 10 minutes to pick out those buyer phrases? Manny says yes. Trisha says yes. Brandy says yes, please.
Philip says yes if you show me.
Yeah, we'll show you. We just want to know if you have the 10 minutes, right? Wayne says sweet. Yes, I have 10 minutes. Don says yes. Cool. So you guys get it, right? It's like not a lot of time, but we're just making sure you have like that 10 minutes, right? Cool. Because if you can set aside those 10 minutes, you can be on the path towards that $3,000 to $10,000 per month with your very own passive income website, right? That generates passive income. So you just picked out the hot niche. You just found some buyer intent search terms. We showed you how to pinpoint those and get that traffic on a daily, weekly, monthly basis and get that passive income coming in. So guess what? You're one step closer towards that financial freedom. Isn't that cool? So let's move on. Step number 3, you're going to create a website, right? Most people are shocked when we show them how fast we've made it, how cheap and easy it is to make a website these days. You can pretty much purchase an off-the-shelf website for less than a tank of gas in your car. And people that, I mean, it's crazy. People with zero tech skills, zero experience can do this. What used to take like a tech whiz to do, now somebody that has no tech experience can do this. The secret is knowing what type of website template to use, because not all websites are created equal. I mean, you can imagine now websites are making money, right? So there's some secret sauce here. And only a handful of websites are a perfect fit for this model. We'll not only show you the exact type of website we use to make the most money, we'll also show you how to get your website for free, right, Donothan? This is the exciting part. The other thing you need is content on your website, right? People have to find something on the site, not just an empty website, as you can imagine. Something that motivates people. It really makes them want to make a purchase, right? Once they land on the site. And it has to align directly with what your buyers are searching for. It has to be a perfect match, right? This is something really, really important we have to get, okay? For example, let's zoom in. There's 15,000 people a month that type in this specific term, best hydrogen water bottle, okay? Those people are buyers. They're actually shopping for the right products to purchase. They want to know which one's best. You'll get about 40% of that traffic, that free traffic. That's 6,000 buyer clicks to your website. And you'll get about 20% of those visitors to click through to the product you're affiliated with on your website. So 20% of 6,000 is 1,200 clicks. And the hydrogen water bottle you're promoting should get you about 10% of those 1,200 visitors to buy. So that's 120 sales as we start breaking this down. And then that turns out to be $3,600 in passive income that you earn each month. Or if we look at the whole year, $43,200 per year, right? From just the one keyword, Donothan, right? Like this is pretty eye-opening when people see that's just one phrase.
Yep.
And then we say, hey, multiple phrases, like let's start stacking this stuff up. Multiple websites, like let's start multiplying this thing. This gets pretty cool. So in order to get 20% of those people, those visitors, you need to have a killer article on your website, okay? And in the past, you either had to be a brilliant writer, like just a really, really good writer, right? High-end writer, and you had to like writing too. A lot of people don't. Or you had to hire one, right? And then you had to pay out the nose for writers. And we paid like tons of money for writers. But our portfolio right now is generating over $1 million a month now. So 99% of the content on these websites, the coolest thing, the biggest breakthrough we had with content is we have custom built AI tools that make it for us now. We don't have to be a brilliant writer. We don't have to hire one. Donothan, this was like a big, big breakthrough when we found this.
Yeah, definitely, Jason. I mean, it was expensive, especially getting into some of those niches that, you kind of wanted an authority in the space. I mean, you spend a lot of money. I mean, even just back in the day, to back up to what you were saying about a website, it's like back in the day, we had to code. We had to, and if you didn't know how to code, you were going to be spending a lot of money for someone to code. So it's It's definitely changed. And like we've been able to learn a lot and refine our system to really be able to help even a beginner who's never done this before get in and look like a professional.
Yeah, this took a lot of work on our part too, because we had to take a formula that we created and put it into custom built AI tools, but it's lowered the barrier to entry to getting passive income from these websites. There's nothing else like it in the world. Donothan and I know all sorts of stuff in the world in terms of stuff like this. There's nothing like this. And you wouldn't believe how fast and easy we've made the tools now. So in less time than it takes for you to pull out your phone and send a text, you can have an article that's ready to just upload to your site and click publish and start making passive income. So I have a question. Let's open up the chat box again. If we handed you a pre-designed website that's ready to start making passive income, if we gave you the custom-built AI content creation tool that creates killer content that converts those buyer traffic people into passive income for you, do you have 10 minutes this week to create your first article, which we'll promise is really, really easy. It's easy as falling off a log. Can you go to the chat and tell us if you're liking that idea, if you're kind of getting what we're putting down? Lisa says yes. Agnes says for sure. David says sounds easy.
Sean said I want one now.
Leo says yes, 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 yes. Greg says run, 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 run. That's cool. Lou says please, yes, please, one. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go back. Because the cool thing, guys, is if you can do this, a child can do this. I mean, we have our kids can do this too. Then you'll have completed the third step. We're on step number 3. To begin earning $3,000 to $10,000 or more per month with your very own passive income generating website. So again, you've picked a hot niche, you've found your list of buyer intent search terms, and you've got a website that converts those buyer traffic terms, those people, into daily income. So are you starting to see how easy this is? I hope you're starting to see how easy this is, because like Donothan and I get really excited as you guys go down this path, because we know it gets you closer and closer to that lifestyle and that passive income.
Yeah, Jason, I see a message here in the chat box. Alvin wants to know, is this blogging? Are we publishing content daily on our websites? So Alvin, I'll answer this question for you. The answer is no. This is not like blogging. We do not create entertaining content or a lot of it. The quantity of articles on our website is based off of how many buyer keywords we target. So just to give you an example, if we are in a niche with 10 uniquely different buyer keywords, then we have 10 uniquely different articles that serve those keywords. So these websites are not blogs. Our mission here is to simply provide solutions to the products and services people are actively looking to buy. So hopefully that answers your question, Alvin.
Awesome. Let's keep rolling. Let's get into step number 4. This is where we get buyer traffic. Okay. So there's 11 things you have to do to get buyer traffic from Google, to make Google give up the goods and say, here you go. Here's your daily, weekly, monthly traffic on tap. We don't have time, of course, today to go over like some comprehensive list of all 11 of them, but they're all simple and easy. I'd like to actually go to the top 3, though, the top big ones, and let's get into it. So strategy number 1, the more the URL matches, like the thing that is at the top of your browser, that's called a URL, the more that matches the buyer keyword, the more relevant your website is, right, to the people that are searching for it, right? And the more likely Google, because Google's a robot, it's going to say, hey, this matches. Let's give you top rankings. So, for example, if your search term is best wrinkle cream to buy, and your website URL is www.bestwrinklecreamtobuy.com, it's pretty likely that Google's going to say, hey, you're relevant. Let's show you to some of these people that are searching for that term, right? Does that make sense? So that's strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is your article has to be really relevant. You can't have a general article or just some junk article when people come to your site. It has to be extremely relevant. It has to be unique too. It can't be the same thing that someone else published on their website, right? We all can't publish the same article. We have to be unique and valuable. When the person comes to the site, it has to be valuable to them as well. But we now have AI tools that we've built. They're custom built. They've been built with blood, sweat, and tears, taking our process. We used to have to pay a lot of money to put into this. We were able to build these with AI. So now in less than 2 minutes, you can build an article that perfectly promotes the product that you're an affiliate of. just a couple clicks.
And
And
Jason,
you
this took a long time for us to do, by the way. You know what I mean?
a lot of
We
money too.
spent
Yeah.
a lot of money, a lot of testing, a lot of years refining this. So even to get to the point now where people can just plug into a tool and do it is lots of mistakes, lots of money, lots of staying up late at night wondering why we're getting traffic and not making money. So yeah, I mean, this is really awesome because I never thought we'd get to the day where like somebody could literally plug into our methodology and have something in less than 2 minutes that's the exact way we would do it. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's like the biggest thing we got rid of too was the worry. When we'd show this method to people, eventually they'd say, like we were talking about earlier, I have to be a writer. Or, oh man, I don't have a budget to go hire a writer in that niche. Someone who's perfectly an expert in the niche already. We've eliminated both of those problems. So you don't have to worry about the content now. It's like we've handled this, and in just a couple minutes, our software does it for you. Strategy 3, backlinks. Let's talk about backlinks. So backlinks, they come from articles on other websites. And the simple way to understand them is they just link back to your website. It's very simple. It's like a vote from another website that, hey, your website is pretty cool. Let's link to it. Okay. This is what it looks like. Okay. This is medium.com. And that's a backlink right there. So a link from medium.com to this website right here has a backlink. Okay. Not complicated, right? And the interesting thing is the more high quality backlinks you have that point to you in your article, the more awesome Google says, hey, you must be pretty awesome if you're getting backlinks. Okay. Google will send you more traffic than other websites if they have fewer backlinks than you, right? So if you just get a couple more backlinks, now you start out competing all these other people in Google. Google says, let's put you to the top. So if there's a website that's ranking for your buyer search term, okay, and they have 10 backlinks, then all you have to do is get 12 backlinks. Do you see? So all we have to do is just get a little bit more than the competitors, and we start climbing up and up and up. And that's how strategy 3 works. Here is an example of a real in the wild backlink, right? Website with backlinks. This is best hydrogen water bottle, that search term. This page is ranking. It has 10 backlinks, right? So when you guys get in your head about competition, we're going to look at how we just wipe the competition out. One of those 11 things is covered with high quality backlinks. This right here, this keyword gets just over 12,000 clicks, 12,503 clicks. So if we're getting, we said on average 40% of those could come to our site. This one's getting 85%. Isn't that crazy? Like 40% is the average. We see other websites at the top of Google getting like 85%. That's insane. So usually you'll get 20% of the visitors to the offer you're promoting. Okay. So let me show you this. That's the backlinks. There's the traffic. Okay. As we break this down. So usually get 20% of those visitors to offer you're promoting. 20% of the Google search is 2,500 clicks to your site. Okay. And about 10% of those people should buy, which is 250 sales. All right. So if you get a $30 commission for everything you sell through your affiliate link, that's $7,500 a month you're earning in passive income. Like, Donothan, isn't that ridiculous to that's one keyword again, right?
Yeah, Jason, it's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I like just what we're showing you guys here today, I think is going to open up a lot of people's eyes to man, I don't need to conquer the world to make good money,
Yeah.
That's really the cool thing. We're showing you right now is you can have your own little space, your own little safe haven that's producing you a boatload of money. And that's the cool thing about this method. You don't need to take over the internet. You don't need to get in front of a million people. This is a very focused strategy. We're very honed in. We're very focused on just our little niche, on our little thing that we're focused on, and it can produce a boatload of money. And
then this is the even crazier part, Donothan. $90,000 a year when we add that up. There's day job killer money, right?
Yep.
This is a passive daily income strategy we're showing you from our websites. And you can see why we consider it the hottest business model. Nothing else compares like we've been telling you. But let's keep moving on. How do we get those backlinks? And are you guys starting to see this opportunity? Because I really hope you are, right? You can tell us in the chat. We keep watching the chat. But feel free to talk to us in there because we really want you to see this as we're here with you today. Really, really important. So not all backlinks are created equal, okay? Just like the websites we talked about, okay? Using low quality backlinks, a beginner mistake, like you need to avoid this, is Google's going to blacklist you if you go out and you build like mass amounts of low quality backlinks. All right. You can have too many types of the same backlink too. That's considered low quality. You can't just repeat over and over the same type of backlink. You need to get backlinks from a lot of different categories. Okay. And we show you how to do that. The big mistake beginners make is they just, for example, open up a bunch of social media accounts, get a bunch of backlinks from social media, and that's it. Okay. Google will blacklist you. Google hates spam. They don't want to see you building a bunch of spammy backlinks and then trying to game their engine. We have the formula, though, that keeps Google, we're in Google's good graces with our websites. So we keep a diverse category, natural diverse category of backlinks to point to our website from all sorts of different websites. You need the right strategy, right? Of course, like Google's a business too. So they want to see that you have, before they give up the free traffic and they say, here you go, here's these free buyer terms, you need to have the right strategy. But the cool thing is that it's not about like throwing the kitchen sink, like I said, and it's not about having to race to build backlinks. 2 backlinks a week is just enough, right? How long does it take for people we show this to build 2 backlinks a week? 30 minutes, right? So for 30 minutes, you can 30 minutes a week, you can build the backlinks you need. And again, you don't have to build an infinite number. You saw for the other examples, 12, right? So to get up to there, the free traffic we just showed you and that niche, right? You're only increments of 30 minutes away from doing it, 2 backlinks. So you'll be using AI content tools too, which is also sped up the backlink game. Because when we create articles on other people's websites, you should use our AI content tools. We're not writing or hiring writers, none of that. So there's no creative work, right? We've taken the creative work again out of this end of things, and it's really lowered the barrier to entry in so many ways. So the websites that we tell you about to publish on, the other good news is they're free, right? Not having to go get started by buying backlinks. We show you how to build backlinks for free and how to publish those articles on other people's sites for free. And the cool thing is that those websites like Medium, they have hundreds of millions of people on their site per month. And when you publish the article on their site, not only do you get the benefits of the backlink, they send you traffic too from their websites. So it's kind of a dual benefit. So you're not just going to be relying on Google. We don't recommend that. We recommend, get the Google traffic, but also diversify your traffic sources. So you have multiple streams of traffic flowing in, and you'll have a dozen different traffic sources going to your website, which that can add even more passive income when we start adding up the traffic we're putting into this little website. It can be really, really, really big. So let's go back to the chat box. Are you guys starting to see how much simpler this is than all the other things like e-commerce, Amazon, paid ads? Does it seem simpler? Because it should. And are you starting to see how generating passive income is really possible with this, right? We're not doing some big calculation or anything. We're breaking it down, keeping it simple, so you guys can understand it and do it. So if we give you the exact AI content creation tools we use to crank out these awesome articles each week, the click of a button, and we gave you the exact list of diverse websites you can publish these articles on free for backlinks, do you have 30 minutes sometime this week to get your first 2 backlinks? Let me open up the chat and let's see where you guys are at. Let's see. Chris says yes. Bob says nice. Bobby says yes. Agnes says for sure.
Clay said
Marty
I
says
can
yes.
find a time.
Wayne says sweet. Yeah, Carlos says he's got the time too. Says that sounds like it's worth it. Michael says let's rock. Jack says ready to win. Let's go. Let's do it. Cool. All right. Because if you can do this, then you've completed the 4th step. We're at step number 4 to begin creating $3,000 to $10,000 per month, your very own passive income website. So let's go over this again. You have picked out your niche, right? A hot niche, not just any niche. You found buyer intent search terms. You've got a website that converts and moves those buyer traffic people into passive daily income for you. And you're getting a flow of buyer traffic that's growing week on week on week. Okay. And you're kicking ass and taking names now. That's what Donothan and I want you to feel is it's like now you're in the game, you're kicking butt, and you just want to keep doing this and building up and up and up. So let's move on to the fifth and final step. And this is what we call, guys, this is what we call the fun part. All right, step 5, making passive income. So now you've got a steady flow of free buyer traffic coming to your site. It's time to make passive income. It's time to turn it into passive income. So please understand there's 12 uniquely different ways that we make money. We make passive income from our websites. These range from really super to more involved stuff. And you get to decide how many of them you use. We're just going to show you some of them. So most people just use one though. So you don't need to get all complicated. Most of them just use one. Some guys in our community use them all. The more you use though, the more you earn. So the 3 fastest, easiest, most passive ones though to make money, let's start going through them. So this is passive income strategy number 1. This is affiliate marketing. And in the articles we create, we recommend all sorts of solutions that we are affiliates for. We're affiliated with these. And we do it by putting text links in the articles. So let's point to this right here. See that little story that says coconut oil? Donothan, this is surprising when people realize they're like, that's how you make the money on the article? I mean, I think it's
already been clicking on these, Jason. They probably click on these and don't even realize that this is affiliate, that the person's making
they definitely
money.
Have. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they generate a lot of clicks. So when you do it our way and use our software, the article's designed to generate lots of clicks. So lots of people come to the page, free traffic, buyer intent traffic, click on the link, generates a lot of clicks. And another way we do it, another strategy we have is banner ads. So these are banners we get from the offer owner. We don't create these, right? We don't actually create these banners ourselves. We don't use funnels. We don't have to create those. We don't even have to create ads, right? There's nothing complicated about what we're doing. It's much, much simpler than that. And anybody can do it, we found. And you don't need any previous skills or experience, too. Strategy number 2, brand advertising. So we love brand advertising because the brands actually really love what we're doing. Brands really want to run banner ads on your website when they realize the type of traffic that you're getting, that buyer intent traffic. So let's say that you have a passive income generating website in the dog niche, okay? And one of the popular brands in the dog food niche, maybe you've heard of them, is Purina Pet Care, okay? You can get Purina Pet Care to run their ads on your website, all right? And depending on how much traffic you get, they might pay you $10,000 a month. Month after month, Purina Pet Care might be just one of several brands, right? So imagine multiple brands, right? And get this, these websites that you sign up for, you just simply tell them about your website, how much traffic you're getting, and then brands find you, right? They start finding you and they start coming to you, and and then they want to make deals with you. So they're coming to you. That's pretty cool too. People don't realize, hey, I'm not having to go knock on doors. It's like at a certain level, you have these brands coming to you and saying, hey man, can I run a banner out on your website and just pay you for it? And anybody with a website can now make passive income from brand advertising. So isn't that really cool? And maybe you're like, hey, that does sound simple and I can do that. Passive income strategy number 3 is co-registration. So this is a massive opportunity for passive income generating strategies on your website. And it works like this. Your website gets 10,000 visitors a month. You offer a free report in exchange for their email address. I'm sure you've been through those too, those type of funnels. You get 20% of people to the opt-in page, which is 2,000 leads. And on the confirmation page, the page that they land on after they opt in, there's a text that says, people who sign up for this report also sign up for these other reports. And then there's usually 5 to 10 other reports that people will sign up for. Well, every time somebody signs up for one of these reports, they must opt into an email list to get them, and you get paid. So typically 50 cents, $1, up to $2 per opt-in, because they're getting several reports, right? So you can have multiple, these really add up, right? It's common to get as much as $3 per lead, right, as these add up. So if you generate $2,000, 2,000 leads a month, that's $6,000 in recurring income you get paid each and every month, 100%. So beauty of this strategy is that co-registration, right? Co-registration deals, they're just bringing you extra income from your website. And you don't really have to do anything except for just open an account, right? And sign up for co-registration and set this up on your site. So imagine this. you have a website that has all three of these passive income generating strategies working for you, you're generating several $1,000s each month from them. Okay, this means you even though you might just have one website, you can have multiple streams of passive income coming in, right? Streams of income. And then because the websites are so low touch, you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more websites out there earning passive income, all of them earning, right? Isn't that cool? So no other business model compares to this, right? Where you can set something like that up and it's just low touch and it's just running, and then you set up another one, it's just running, right? So Donothan, this is getting pretty cool.
Yeah, so I just want to recap what we shared so far, and I also just want to look and say, like, if you've been watching this, you can see why this is probably one of the easiest methods that you've seen of passive income online. So I just want to kind of give you a summary of things that we discussed. So with our method, you don't need a product or service, you don't need employees, you don't need to register a business, you don't need a merchant account, you don't need inventory, you don't need to drop ship products, you don't need to handle customer support. That's a big one. We see that all the time is one of the questions that people have is like, am I going to have to get on the phone with people and close them and call them and do all these kind of things? So you don't have to talk to anybody, which is what we like about this business, because it can run while we're sleeping and there's no need for us to be contacting customers in order to make money. You don't need a copywriter. You don't need to be a traffic expert. You don't need to create ads. You don't need to have tech skills. You don't need to invest a lot of your time into this. That's another important thing, because a lot of people, a lot of you even, may be at the point where you're working a full-time job and you're trying to transition to this method that we're showing you here today. So time is not something that you have a bunch of, which is why it's great that our method doesn't require a lot of it. You don't need to create video sales letters. You don't need to create complicated sales funnels. You don't need a lot of money to get started. Like, that's obviously a huge one for a lot of people. They don't have a lot of discretionary money right now that they can just spend on ads and things like that. So you don't need that as part of our strategy. You don't need to create videos. A lot of people don't like being on camera, right? So that's a huge one for a lot of people to know that they're not going to have to be on camera. You don't need to do webinars. You don't need to be living in America. Another big one that we see is, one of the biggest questions we get is like, am I going to be able to do this if I don't live in the US? Absolutely. We have people all around the world, like Jason talked about in the beginning, Africa, Europe, Australia, all over the place that use our method. You don't need any specific skills. You don't need to learn any complicated marketing or advertising theory or jargon. You don't need to do blogging or podcasting. In fact, you don't even need to do conventional internet marketing whatsoever. So this opportunity that we've shown you today is easier than all of that, and it's far more profitable and passive too. This is a great way to make money online, and it's one of the greatest ways in our opinion. Jason and I have done a bunch of things online, from e-commerce to lead gen, all kinds of things that Jason and I have done, and this has by far been the most profitable, most consistent, and most passive income stream that we've been able to find with all the things that we've done over the last 15 years. And in our opinion, there's nothing else quite like it. And this opportunity is more likely that you're going to succeed than it is you're going to fail.
Well, so right now, let's check in. So I'd like to get a virtual show of hands. Would you agree that this has been time well spent with us today? Just type in the comments box. Let's open it up. Please open the comments box. Thanks for chatting with us too, guys. Those of you already chatted today. Let us know that you're out there. Just give us a yes if you feel like this has been time well spent as we've gone through these things. Bob says yes. Allison says yes. Mohammed, Stefan, Jay, yes.
Harsha, yes. Zach, hell yes. John said this is very eye-opening. That's cool.
Cool. That's good to see so many people. I see we'll kind of keep rolling forward, but I see a lot of yeses still coming in. So now I want you to know the idea of this is not new, right? Like, the idea of websites is not new. It's been around forever. It's likely, though, the most you've heard about the idea, though, today, right? Before today. There's a lot of free information out there on Google. You can go get started and profit from a site. But the truth is, it's absolute garbage. Donothan and I agree. It's just absolute garbage. According to Citify, the reason why is 1.1 billion websites on the internet are out there, right? 252,000 new websites are launched each day, right? Only 193 million websites are getting any traffic, and only about 5 million of those websites generate revenue. So that means less than 1% of websites in the world are making money. When you consider how many of those websites generate passive income, it's not enough to make a full-time living, right? Doing it that other way. So we're talking about a micro fraction of websites that can do what we just showed you here today. So if all the information on Google was worth a damn, then everybody and their grandmother would be getting rich, right? You would just see people doing this. Your neighbor would be doing it, right? The truth is only a handful of people on the planet right now know these secrets that we have to making $3,000 to $10,000 a month in passive income from websites. What we've shared with you today is incredibly valuable. It's only the tip of the iceberg. And if you want to get in on this opportunity, you need the entire system, right? We have had multiple people come through this. You need the entire system to make it work. You need the specialized knowledge, the specialized help, the specialized guidance, the specialized mentorship. And you can't get it from an article that a blogger wrote or a video that somebody published on YouTube. But from the people who are making over $1 million a month, you need it from us, right? How to create these passive income generating websites. We're faced with two options in presenting this opportunity today. We could just give it to you, what we've done so far, and just log off. Hope and pray that, maybe through trial and error over the next several years, you're just going to figure it out and fill in all those missing pieces and somehow get to financial freedom on your own. Or Donothan and I actually really like to take responsibility when we're in situations like this for people that are wanting to do what you're wanting to do and build your own passive income websites. So we could, in essence, create an opportunity that removes all the roadblocks you're going to encounter, that we know that you'll encounter on your journey. And we could be there to guide you, mentor you, and hold your hand and ensure success at every single turn. We chose the second option because it's as close as we can actually get to guaranteeing your financial success with us and your financial freedom. So it's with great pleasure, guys, that we introduce you to the Stealth Streams Passive Income Generating Website Mastery Program. What you're going to receive is 6 modules delivered over an 8-week mentorship program period. We're going to give you live phone calls. You'll be trained live by Donothan and I. We're the only guys on the planet that can teach you this specific method. We'll have 2 sessions. One session, the first one's going to be on Monday. That's where you get the pre-recorded training. We walk through everything step by step. And then on Thursday, Donothan and I will log in, give you everything you need. We'll answer every question you have, and we'll be there live with you to walk you through things. Make sure that you don't get stuck at anywhere in the process. Module 1 is going to be the exact formula we use to create passive income generating websites that use free buyer traffic from Google, like we've been showing you today. We're going to walk you through the whole process. It's all broken down step by step. We have complete checklists, and you don't need to bring anything into this. You don't need marketing skills, advertising skills, copywriting, anything like that. Beginners can do this. It's really easy and straightforward. The total value on Module 1 is $2,995. Module 2, how to find your first $10,000 plus per month website opportunity. We're going to walk you through the exact steps you need to do to find these $10,000 per month opportunities. This is really an exciting part of the training we're going to do because you've never seen these things. We're going to show them to you. We have got them all saved up, and it's going to be awesome for you. It's going to be really eye-opening. We've talked about niches today, but let's show you the hottest ones out there. The total value on this is $1,995. Module 3, custom AI tools that create content in minutes that convert buyer traffic into passive income. We've been showing you what we do with content. We're going to give you those same custom-built AI content tools that are designed around formulas that took us years to create. Now software does it in just a couple minutes. You just punch in a couple answers to a couple questions, punch in your buyer term, and it spits out the content. It's already researched. It's already organized. It's good for Google. Google loves these articles. Total value on this is $995. Module 4, get your passive income generating website live. This is going to be really fast and easy. You don't need to be a website designer. At the beginning of the call, people had concerns about needing to know technology, anything like that. Your website's going to be live and online. It's going to be very easy by the end of week 4. Total value is $695. Module 5, get multiple streams of buyer traffic to your website. In weeks 5 and 6, this is where the rubber is going to meet the road. We keep things simple throughout the whole process, and we're going to be getting buyer traffic coming into the site. You'll actually be able to see with these free tools we have that show you how to track the clicks. So you can actually see people landing on your website, these buyer intent people. It's really, really cool. You'll be able to see the progress along the whole way. And that's by the end of week 6, you'll be getting buyer traffic. That's $2,995 in total value for this module alone. Module 6, strategies that turn website visitors into passive daily income. In week 7 and 8, you're going to install passive income generating tactics that have taken Donothan and I years to learn. We're going to give them to you. You'll be doing something called monetization. That's where you take your articles on your site and you make them turn into little money machines. And they'll start producing sales and passive income for you by the end of week 8. Total value is $2,995. So what you're also going to receive is 8 weeks of live mentorship. Donothan and I's time is very, very valuable. We've charged as much as $24,000 for our time. You're going to get our live group coaching calls. You can ask questions, overcome any challenges you have. We're going to do everything we can to guarantee your success. And we know that this part alone is essential. We can't just give you recorded training. We have to be there live with you. So the total value of this is $6,995. You get unlimited lifetime support, coaching, technical help from us. Anything critical, just let us know. We're there. We have your back. We always have our members' backs. We'll have your back too. Total value is $3,995. Here's a recap what you're going to get. Module 1, the exact formula we use to create passive income generating websites using free buyer traffic from Google. Module 2, how to find your first $10,000 or more per month website opportunity. Module 3, custom AI tools that create content in minutes that converts buyer traffic into passive income. Module 4, get your passive income generating website live. Module 5, get multiple streams of buyer traffic to your website. Module 6, strategies that turn visitors into passive daily income. And 8 weeks of live mentorship, unlimited lifetime support. Total value is just over $23,000 in what we're giving you today. So Donothan, why don't you tell them about something special we know that puts things over the edge to make things even better?
Yeah, definitely, Jason. So we want to make sure that you guys are successful. And so we added these 3 fast action super bonuses for you. And so bonus number 1, this is a big thing that we have seen with a lot of people trying to get started, is they pick the wrong niche. And if you pick the wrong niche, pretty much everything else that you do is pretty much going to guarantee that you're going to fail. So we wanted to eliminate that for you. And so we'll pick your niche for you and we will help you target the right buyer traffic. That is super important when you're trying to pick your niche, is that you're targeting the right buyer traffic. Super bonus number 2 is we will build your website for you. So our team of developers are going to go out, they're going to build your website for you. This is another hurdle that Jason and I have seen people get stuck on. A lot of times people join programs, they never get started, they never gain traction. And that's a lot of times because getting started is very difficult for somebody who's brand new to this. So instead of putting this all on your plate when you're brand new to this, we're just going to build that first website for you. And we're going to make sure it's uploaded with the latest and greatest theme that we see is working on our own personal sites. That way it helps you have the same exact templates that we use on our sites. This is a value of $897. And then fast action bonus number 3 will damn near guarantee your success. So we obviously don't want you to fail with stealth streams. So we're going to do a workshop. We've never done this before, but it's going to be a fix your website workshop, a masterclass, if you will, where we're actually going to go through and help you identify areas of opportunity for you to fix your website so that way it can become an income generating passive machine. This is a very cool training. We've never done this before, but this training is designed for those of you who get your website up and everything is up and you've done everything that we've told you to do and it's just not producing the result that you want. We wanted to make sure we gave you a fix-it solution for it. So we're going to do 4 masterclass sessions to help you fix your website. So this is in all an extra bonus of over $6,300 worth of gifts that we want to give you. And once again, these are just to ensure your success along your journey with us on here. So with that said, I want to quickly recap just so everybody is reminded of exactly what you're getting. So module 1, you're going to get our exact formula that we use to make passive income generating websites using buyer traffic from Google, right? So free traffic. This is not paid traffic. Module number 2, how to find your first $10,000 per month website opportunity. So this is super important. You're going to love this module because you're going to start seeing the opportunities out there. Module number 3, your custom AI tools that create content in minutes that converts buyer traffic into passive income. That's going to be a fun module for you guys. Module 4, get your passive income generating website live. So this is when your website is in your hands and you have a passive income generating machine that you now control. Module number 5, get multiple streams of buyer traffic to your website. Module 6, strategies that turn website visitors into passive daily income. And then you get 8 weeks of live mentorship, unlimited lifetime support. Plus, you're going to get those fast action bonuses that I talked about. Number 1, we'll just recap real quick, is we'll pick your niche for you. Number 2 is you will get a website completely built by our team for you. And number 3, you're going to get that 4 fix your website strategy session. So this brings the grand total of what we're offering here today to over a $30,000 value worth of trainings, tools, coaching, done for you services, plus the unfair advantages that Jason and I have been able to find over the last decade using this strategy on our own.
So Donothan, why don't we tell them the price? Because we're not going to charge anywhere near $30,000. That would be, I think it would be fair to charge that with what we've shown you guys, because this is one of a kind thing, right? We won't even charge you $10,000 because Donothan and I talked to a lot of people in the industry and they said, this is worth at least $10,000, guys. The Stealth Streams passive income generating website mastery program, everything in it would be a 70% discount if you guys just charge $10,000. But Donothan and I don't want to help just a couple people. We want to help a lot of people. We want to help people all around the world too. And we want to expand that too. And so we wanted to keep it small though. We wanted to keep kind of a small group and find a sweet spot right in the middle where we could still guarantee people's progress through this program. That's what it's all about. And so for today, you can get it for 3 installments of only $995. Or if you want to save $490, you can pay the full price, which is $2,495. The link's right there on the screen. And this is going to be awesome, guys. So again, 3 easy installments of $995. Or if you want to save almost $500, you can join for $2,495 today. Links at the bottom of the screen. And let's talk about our 100% money back guarantee. You have 4 weeks to decide. So we don't want to put pressure on you guys today. You get 30 days to decide if this is something you want to do. We have a 100% money back guarantee. All we ask, though, is that you go through the first 3 modules, do the homework, do the things we're telling you to do, get your hands on your website, and you don't even have to say yes to that today. We're going to give you a 100% 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee so you can come in, see what we've got, and really sit in the driver's seat of your website. This is the surest path Donothan and I have ever seen. We've seen so many different things. This is it. You guys have seen this compared to other things. You've done other things. This is simple. So give us a fair try. So Donothan, why don't we, links at the bottom of the screen while we're doing this, we'll bring it back up. Why don't we talk to them about Paul, because Paul is one of our star students, and he's a pretty cool guy. I'm 56 years old, worked as a pilot. Our community calls him Pilot Paul. So Paul had a health crisis, and he had found himself searching the internet. He eventually found Donothan and I, and he was pretty disorganized, right, Donothan? Like he wasn't, things didn't. He's a smart guy, but he kind of had maybe kind of like a squirrel brain, shiny object syndrome.
Yeah, Paul is just like us. Paul's a father. Paul just wants to be able to spend time with his kids. His son plays basketball, and he's really looking for a way to have consistent income that didn't require him to be working 9 to 5, right? And he was able to find us. We helped him lock into our method, and Paul's been able to go on vacations, been able to spend more time with his son. His son does travel ball as well, so Paul has been able to travel around and make sure that he doesn't miss one of his son's games. And Paul is loving the lifestyle that's created by these passive income generating websites.
So people ask us, how long does it take for me to get going with this program? Well, we can tell you about what our other members have done, because we don't know specifically what you'll do with it. We can tell you how we're going to roll you through the program. Paul took about 30 days to get set up, about another 30 days to start making consistent income. And he focused on what we call high ticket affiliate marketing, offers that pay him $10,000 up to $15,000 per sale in affiliate commissions for each sale. So just 1, 2, or 3 sales a month, that allows Paul to not only live the lifestyle he wants, he's actually making more now than he did as a pilot. So Paul has really had a great breakthrough. You can see why we call him Pilot Paul. So people love Paul in our community. He's a great guy. So why not sign up right now? Just put us to the test, right? Put this business model to the test. Give us 30 days. I think it's going to be the best decision you've ever made. And if it's not, like if you find, hey, this isn't something I want to do, and you've gone through the homework and you've gone through what we've asked you to do, just let us know in the first 30 days. You'll receive a full 100% refund of your money, no questions asked. Guys, the link's on the bottom of the screen right now. You can see it right there. We'll put it in the chat as well. Let's go back over everything that you get. So you get everything you need to succeed with this method. Module 1, the exact formula we use to create passive income generating websites using free buyer traffic from Google. Module 2, how to find your first $10,000 plus per month website opportunity. Module 3, custom AI tools that create content in minutes that converts buyers into passive income. You get unlimited access to those. There's not an additional cost to the tools. We had that question pop in. I just want to answer real quick. You get unlimited access. They also generate images. We can talk more about that in a minute after the recap. Module 4, get your passive income generating website live. Module 5, get multiple streams of buyer traffic to your website. Module 6, strategies that only Donothan and I know on how to turn website visitors into daily passive income. 8 weeks of live mentorship with us. We're the only guys that know this. Unlimited lifetime support. And those 3 fast action super bonuses. We'll pick your niche, which is an incredible bonus because there's so many niches out there. It's a big blue ocean. Let us just show you the ones that work the best, and we'll pick it for you. We'll build your website with that niche, and we'll do everything we can to damn near guarantee your success. Total value is just over $30,000. You can get in today for only $995, 3 easy installments of that. You'll save almost $500 if you do the the full pay of $2,495. Links at the bottom of the screen. You can also use PayPal. And we'll start getting to questions, Donothan, but we have a couple things. So if you're not really sure you can succeed with this, you don't have to worry. That's why we have the live group calls. We don't just give you a recorded training. We tell you everything step by step, but we're there live with you, take you by the hand. We have a philosophy. We don't want to leave any man or woman behind with our processes. We want you all to make progress with this. We'll resolve any problem you have. We'll take care of it. We'll fix it. We want to do everything we can to ensure your success and solve every bottleneck that we can, even for total beginners. So there's no room for failure. We want you guys to be successful, each of you that join. If you think it's too expensive, you might say, hey, I'm not ready to sign up. You might be thinking, hey, this is too expensive. I don't really think that's a good way to look at things because this is a great opportunity. Missing out on this would actually cost you a lot more if you didn't do this. You're going to get the freedom, the lifestyle you want, just like our members, like you've seen during this presentation. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. It has been for so many people that we've shared this with. And this is the income and lifestyle that you've always dreamed about. I think it'd be a huge mistake to walk away because we have that. We've never done a full money back guarantee. It's only for this stealth streams. So you can check out modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come in, get your free website. And within the first 30 days, if you go through the homework and you do everything you need to do, just let us know. What you're actually going to see is you're going to say, this is actually pretty easy and this is actually fun and I like this. And you're going to want to build 1 site, 2 sites, 3 sites. It's going to be awesome. So now's the time to take action. We're going to start wrapping up, Donothan, and getting to the end of this call. Make sure you jump in right now. Links at the bottom of the screen. Those fast action super bonuses are going to be going away. I'll make sure the link shows up. Let us know in the chat if you can't see it. We'll also put it in the chat so you can click on it as well. Cool. So
Jason, I think right now they have kind of like 2 options, right?
Yep.
So option number 1 is they do nothing, right? So you saw everything that you saw today. You saw what Jason and I presented. And either you believe in the method or not. You could believe in the method and not take action on it today. But this model is making us a lot of money, and it's also making our students a lot of money, which is why we wanted to share it with you today. And it's given us time. It's given us freedom. It's given us the ability to spend time with our families. It's given us time to, watch our kids grow up. It's given us time to live whatever kind of lifestyle that we want to live. And that's really what Jason and I came on here to do, is to give you guys a different option. You don't have to keep living the same way that you've been living, and maybe you've been looking for something that could help you free up your time. And we believe that this is the way to do it, just because it's done it for us and it's done it for many of our students as well. So you can go to the URL shown on the screen, sign up. You can check out modules 1, 2, 3, and 4. And plus, you can get your very own passive income generating website, which we said that we would build for you. And in 30 days, if that doesn't make you believe in this opportunity, hey, we'll refund you your money. As long as you tried it and you did everything that we asked you to do, if this isn't for you, it's not for you. The option number 2 is you can follow your instincts. So if you stuck around on a call this long, that means that you're very interested. It also means that you do see the opportunity that we're presenting here to you today. And when you consider that, we will both be working with you each week, standing over your shoulder, watching your every move, leaving you with little to no room for failure. You can take a big sigh of relief, right? You've been doing a lot of things online. Maybe you haven't been able to get in touch with support. Maybe you haven't had people like actually build a website for you before or actually do stuff for you. Maybe you've written into support and they're not answering your questions. You don't have to worry about that. We're right here. There's always somebody usually active in our community to help answer your questions along the way. And the biggest thing is the lifestyle of your dreams doesn't have to be that far away. It can be right around the corner. Your 2025 can be way different than the rest of your life has been by following our program. And it's your year to finally be able to get some rest, to finally be able to sleep and know that you have one of these passive income generating websites working in your favor as you sleep. So the 2 options that you ask yourself, what option gets me closer to my goals?
Donothan, what I think is a really interesting way to look at this is I have a business friend that told me about opportunity cost at one point, and that's what option number 1 is. It's that if you pass this by, you're leaving that niche. You've seen our members, all sorts of different niches. We talked about it earlier. You're leaving that niche up for grabs. Money's going to be made in it regardless of whether you do something today. Why don't you guys jump in? Option number 2, just do something. We wanted to make this a no-brainer, irresistible offer. So we really pulled back everything we could to make it easy for you to join. So your all's on the screen. We'll get to questions in just a minute. But we want to introduce you to Joseph. Meet Joseph. We call him the gold bug, right? This is Joseph. He lives in Miami, where property prices are crazy. I'm sure you can imagine down in Miami what it costs for a house. And yet his dream has always been a luxury condo in Miami. Thanks to this business model, he was able to do that. In Joseph's case, we got him into the gold niche, showing people how to invest in gold. And when they do, you get paid affiliate commissions. And as you can imagine, with all the uncertainty in the world, people are buying a lot of gold these days. So Joseph hit the ground running with our help. Within 2 months of going live, Joseph started his journey making between $2,000 and $3,000 a week in passive income with his website. Needless to say, his life has been transformed and he's never looked back. Guys, the timer is counting down right now. Guys, so one last time, let's quickly review everything you get today. Module 1, the exact formula we use to create passive income generating websites using free buyer traffic from Google. Module 2, how to find your first $10,000 per month website opportunity. Module 3, custom AI tools that create content in minutes that converts buyer traffic into passive income. Module 4, get your passive income generating website live. Module 5, get multiple streams of buyer traffic to your website. Module 6, strategies that turn website visitors into passive daily income. 8 weeks of live mentorship, unlimited lifetime support. Plus, you also get Fast Action Super Bonus number 1 will pick your niche. Fast Action Super Bonus number 2 will build your website. And Fast Action Super Bonus number 3 will damn near guarantee your success. You get those 4 fix your website strategy sessions. That's a grand total of just over $30,000 worth of training, tools, coaching, and done for you services, plus an unfair advantage to ensure your success, all for just 3 easy payments and installments of $995. Or if you'd rather save $490, you can simply choose the full pay option, which is just $2,495. Or as we mentioned, if you're a PayPal user in the US, you can get the entire training today for free. Thanks to PayPal Credit, PayPal will finance your investment today, and then you'll have 6 full months to pay them back, interest-free. So what are you waiting for? Go to the URL shown on the screen, select the option that best suits you, the one that you want, and sign up right now. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. This is an absolute no-brainer. Don't delay another second. Go to the URL shown on the screen, sign up right now. It will be the best decision you ever make. In closing, I'd like to say opportunities like this come along once in a lifetime. We've been in this game of internet marketing for over 10 years. We've seen it all, we've heard it all, we've tried it all. But we have never seen any business model that's as easy and lucrative to succeed with as the one that you're looking at right now, starting passive income generating websites. In fact, it's so easy and lucrative and honest and honorable and wholesome that we've encouraged our family members to get in on this. We've got our wives doing this, we've got our kids doing this, and anybody from any walk of life who comes to us for financial advice, this is what we tell them to do. Start a passive income generating website today. And we suggest to our kids and loved ones to get on this as well. It's also a perfect family project, a great opportunity for your kids to get off the right start in life. They can be doing this as teenagers, saving for their future, or else students as a means of paying their way through college. When I learned about this business model for the first time, my jaw dropped. It hit me like a ton of bricks. This opportunity can really change your life. It's been a knight in shining armor for our families. It has relieved our money worries, given us income and lifestyle we've always dreamed about. Plus, the opportunity to be mentored so actively by guys who are true experts at this and willing to stand over your shoulder and ensure success for you at every step of the way makes this an absolute no-brainer. For goodness sake, trust yourself on this one, or else trust in the powers that be that attracted you to this presentation right now and into your life. And just sign up for it right now. We promise you'll look back at this as the best decision you've ever made. We've made this opportunity available to you today because in our hearts, we feel like we're doing God's work in making this available to you. We don't just see any other business giving you a higher chance of success than this. This is the greatest business model we've ever seen. And today, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get in on it. Don't let this pass you by. Go to the URL on the screen, sign up now, give this a shot. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Guys, this is the end of the training. We are now going to answer your questions. So please go ahead and type your questions in the chat box, pop it open. We're going to take a look and we'll answer as many questions as we can with the time that we have left. So open up the chat and start talking to us.
Hey guys, let me just jump in here for a minute. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much. What you've covered here is absolutely mind-blowing. It's amazing that your students are able to generate such consistent passive income by creating these simple little websites that tap into free buyer traffic. That's mind-blowing. This system is so powerful and yet so straightforward, and it's so inspiring to see how many ordinary people's lives have been completely transformed by this method you guys have perfected. Here's what's even more incredible though. I met all of them. I spoke at your event in Vegas, and I personally connected with the people in the room. I spoke to them and watched their eyes fill up with excitement when they spoke about how much their lives transformed. Some almost burst into tears when they shared with me how hard they struggled before they started working with you. I'm inspired to see so many people break out of the rat race, pay off their debt, and transform their lives financially with your system. The sheer scale that's possible with these passive income websites is insane. And the way you've set things up to make it so accessible and easy to get started just blows my mind. The fact that you give them specialized AI tools that write converting content for them in minutes is worth the price in itself, let alone the done-for-you website builds, the personal mentoring, the proven niche selection, and more. It makes this an absolute no-brainer. In one word, this is powerful. And to layer that with the fact you're genuine, the fact you're real. I mean, I've got to hang out not only with you and your students personally, but also share more than one cup of coffee with your wives and your kids. You're the opposite of the Lamborghini driving gurus. What I'd like to do now to reward those of you who take action and join through the link you see on your screen by giving you my bonus package to supercharge your success and make this the best investment you've ever made. Here's what you're getting as part of this exclusive bonus, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single part of it. First up is my MADS Academy training program. This is my powerful Microsoft Ads system for affiliate marketing. It is designed to unlock a steady stream of high-quality, low-cost traffic that you can use to promote any affiliate offer, scale fast, and boost your affiliate earnings even further. Microsoft Ads is an untapped goldmine, and you're about to tap into it with full force. Here's how. To start, I'm handing you my keyword research training. I'll show you exactly how to find low competition, high traffic keywords using free tools inside Microsoft Ads dashboard, and you'll learn the exact bid to place on each so you're not overpaying for a single click. Now, we can't talk about ads without talking about the ad copy itself. That's why I'm including my 60-second text ads training. You're going to learn to write high click-through rate ads in under 60 seconds. And get this, even if your competitors are bidding double what you are, there's a trick I'll show you that can actually force Microsoft to display your ad ahead of theirs. This module alone is a massive game changer for anyone running ads to affiliate offers on Microsoft. Next, and this is really important, I'm going to share with you my ad quality score secrets. What's the quality score? It's a really important yet often missed parameter in Microsoft Ads. Two people could be running ads to the same audience, but one is paying 30 cents per click while the other pays $3 per click. Why? It all comes down to their ad quality score. The higher your quality score, the lower you're paying for traffic, because Microsoft rewards you for providing a great experience for their users. I'm going to show you how to score high every time so you're not overpaying for traffic but getting dirt cheap targeted traffic instead. Next, we're going to dive deep into smart bidding. You see, Microsoft has a dozen parameters that control your ad spend, and by default, they're set to make you spend more, not to get you conversions. I'll walk you through exactly which settings to disable and which to keep, so you're always getting maximum conversions without breaking the bank. This is going to save you a ton of money while helping you scale. And speaking of scaling, tracking is key. I'm including advanced tracking training because you can't scale what you don't track. I'll break down exactly how to track your results so that you're squeezing up to 300% more conversions from your ad spend. But I know many of you are interested in promoting ClickBank offers specifically, so I'm also including my ClickBank Super Affiliate training. This module is all about cherry picking the highest converting ClickBank offers so you're not wasting time or money. I'll show you my personal protocol for finding and validating offers, plus you'll get access to secret landing pages vendors only share with super affiliates. But I'm not stopping here because I've got even more bonuses coming your way. You'll also receive my Microsoft account setup walkthrough. Setting up a Microsoft Ads account can be tricky, especially for affiliates. Many accounts get suspended right out of the gate, but I've developed a proprietary setup system that will virtually eliminate the risk of suspension. I'm giving this to you as part of the package, and this alone is worth $2,997. Next up is ad espionage, one of my personal favorites. Why reinvent the wheel when you can copy what works? Ad espionage is all about spying on the biggest players in your niche. I'll show you exactly how to identify which ads are performing so you're only running proven ads and not wasting your budget. This will save you a fortune in testing costs. I'm also giving you access to secret affiliate programs that pay out massive commissions. $250, $500, and even $1,000 per sale. These programs are exclusive and most marketers don't even know they exist. And then there's my CPA Bootcamp, CPA or cost per action marketing. Lets you earn commissions for actions other than sales like form submissions or phone calls. I'll guide you through this model, and I'm also giving you guaranteed approval into the largest CPA network, Max Bounty. Plus, there's the big money affiliate strategy. This is a secret technique. I used to go from making $1,000 a week with affiliate marketing to over $10,000 a week without increasing my traffic or ad spend. You won't find this strategy anywhere else, and I'm including it in this bonus. And if you've ever wanted to work with me directly, this is your chance. You'll get guaranteed approval into my affiliate programs plus a 90% commission bump on my affiliate offers. And to make sure you're fully supported, I'm including 6 months of coaching and support. You'll get to join me on weekly live coaching calls where you can ask me anything. This is worth a whopping $18,000 and is easily one of the most valuable parts of the package. So let's do a quick recap of everything you're getting when you sign up today through the link on your screen. You'll receive my Mads Academy training, including the keyword research, 60-second ads, quality score secrets, smart bidding, advanced tracking, and ClickBank super affiliate modules, valued together at over $10,000. You're also getting exclusive bonuses like Microsoft account setup, ad espionage, secret affiliate programs, CPA Bootcamp, big money affiliate, and partner with Igor. And let's not forget 6 months of coaching totaling over $50,000 in bonuses alone. And all of this is on top of what Stealth Streams is already offering you today. This is your opportunity to take advantage of an offer that's truly life-changing, so don't let it slip by. I highly recommend the Stealth Streams Passive Income Generating Website Mastery Program. So if you're here listening right now, make sure you jump on this right now before the doors close. You're not going to see an opportunity like this come along again, so get on this now. Anyway, I'll pass things back to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate those kind words. So guys, we stopped the timer for that. So I'll go ahead and restart it again. As you can see, we're running out of time here. If you want in on those fast action super bonuses, you really need to act fast. Go to the URL shown on the screen right there at the bottom and sign up right now.
Now, before we dive into the questions, clearly because of the limited time we have, we're not going to get everyone's questions answered. Therefore, please note 2 things. First, almost every question you have about the mentorship program and business model is answered inside the mentorship program. So if you don't get your question answered, just go to the URL on the screen, sign up right now, and all your questions will be answered. And secondly, if you have a problem ordering or if you need help with the order process, send us an email straight away. Our email is support@stealthstreams.com. That's support@stealthstreams.com. If you have a pen and paper, you should write that down, okay? So once again, it's support@stealthstreams.com. Just send us an email, but send it now, especially if you want in to those fast action super bonuses, because when the timer counts down to 0, if you have not signed up by then, you won't get them. Okay?
Okay, so let's take a few questions here. First one I see people saying they don't have PayPal, and they're asking if we have a longer-term payment plan. So let me tell you a quick story. I was on a webinar like this a few years ago when money was tight for me, and I asked the same question to the product owner. I asked if he had a longer-term payment plan, and his response to me was, well, I don't have a finance plan, and there's 2 companies that will finance it for you. They're called Visa and MasterCard. Now, if you finance the 2495, the $2,495, I think the minimum payment due in 30 days is like $30 or $40, something like that. So let me ask you, if investing the full 2495 is an issue for you, do you think you could afford $40 a month in repayments? Hopefully the answer is yes. So if you don't have PayPal, you can use Visa or MasterCard to finance the whole thing for you. Then when you start generating passive income, pay off your credit card bill. I hope that helps. If it does, then go open up a new browser, type in the URL on the screen, and sign up now before the timer ends and counts down to 0 and you miss out.
All right, I see a bunch of people asking, when does the mentorship get started? The answer is as soon as you sign up. You'll get access to the members area. You'll be able to go through and see the pre-training that is there right now. And then this coming Monday, that's when you'll be able to access the first week's module. Then every week you will get a new module on Monday. Then each week on Thursdays, that's when we do out the live group coaching calls. And of course, if you can't attend live, don't worry. All the calls will be recorded and you'll receive access to the call recordings. That way, if you can't attend live, you miss nothing. I hope that answers that question for you. If it does, then open a new browser, go to the URL on the screen, and sign up now before the timer counts down to 0 and you miss out.
Okay, next up I see a bunch of you guys asking what further or ongoing costs are involved with this business model and strategy. That's a good question. You can launch and grow this business over the next 12 months into a full-time passive income for less than $2,000, all in, including ongoing costs for the next 12 months. That $2,000 is not a setup fee that you have to invest in a one lump sum payment in 1 week. It's spread out over 12 months, which is really peanuts, especially when you consider what you're getting in return, which is a passive income generating website that earns you $3,000 to $10,000 or more per month. So I hope that answers your question. Guys, we're running out of time real fast now, so please don't delay. Open up a new browser, go to the URL on the screen, and sign up right now before the timer counts down to 0 and you miss out. Ben asks a great question, guys. Won't this be saturated? And truthfully, the answer is it's impossible for it to get saturated. The traffic we target comes from products people want to buy. The only way for this to become saturated is if all of a sudden the world stopped producing products for people to buy. But that's not happening ever. What's happening instead is quite the opposite. The amount of new products and services being launched each day is mind-boggling. Then as products become popular, guess what happens? People start searching for them on Google. This means the quantity of new opportunities for us to build passive income generating websites around is increasing at a shocking pace. Quite honestly, if 1 million people started doing this in the morning, it wouldn't even make a dent in the quantity of available opportunities out there to profit from. So you don't have to worry about saturation. It's not possible with this opportunity. So for heaven's sake, go to the URL on the screen, sign up right now. If you don't, you'll kick yourself later for missing out when you see all the people who signed up today on the call, making it the kind of passive income you've always dreamed of.
Jason, I see a bunch of guys asking how much time do I need to dedicate to this each day, realistically? The answer is about 2 hours. 1 hour going through the training and 1 hour taking action. This isn't a big, complicated business that takes all your time. We personally generate over $1 million a month with our portfolio of websites, and we rarely work more than an hour or two a day. And that's with multiple websites. If you just have one, then after your setup, you might only have to work an hour or two per week. There just isn't much more to do than that. So it's perfect if you're tight on time. You can do this in your spare time. Plus, you can make it work around your schedule. You don't have to work at a specific time. You choose your own hours. So don't miss out on this. Go to the URL on the screen and sign up right now.
All right, Ellen is asking, when can we expect to start making passive income? Look, the mentorship is designed to get your website live and ready for traffic within the first 30 days. That's the first half of the program. The second half of the program is about getting free buyer traffic to your website and converting that traffic into sales within the second 30 days. So it's an 8-week mastery program, and our goal is income by the time we finish. Obviously, if you sign up and choose not to take action and follow along with the program, then your journey to making passive income will be slower than the people who are following along. I hope that answers your question. If it has, now's the time to go to the URL and sign up. Guys, we are out of time. Remember, any questions you might have about the business model or mentorship are all answered inside the mentorship. So sign up right now. And if you need help ordering or have a problem with your order, send us an email at support@stealthstreams.com. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to be here today. We see a ton of you signed up. I'm seeing a lot of I'm in comments. Sorry for not calling out your name. We're just so tight on time. But welcome aboard. We'll officially be welcoming you into the program inside the private members area, so don't worry.
Yeah, we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next 8 weeks.
We're truly honored and excited to be working with you. You're going to be our next success story, and we truly can't wait to see you rise to success. And to those of you who didn't sign up for whatever reason, we wish you all great success, lots of love and happiness, and nothing but good things in your life. I'm Jason Calouri.
And I'm Donothan Gamble.
This has been Stealth Streams' passive income generating website, business model, and opportunity. Take care. God bless, and goodbye.
Bye, everyone.